Hello everybody, my name is Solo, welcome back to the channel, and today we are here back on Anime Rangers X, and yeah, there's been the Sword Art Online update. Now, I haven't played like it at all, because I've been kinda, doing other stuff. However, we're gonna take a look at the new stuff. So, I believe there's 4 new characters, 2 are in summons, and then I think the other 2 are Ranger Stage and probably the Rift Storm here. I'm not too sure though. I haven't taken a look, but yeah, we have the Virtual World, which has the Swordsman Sandwich, or the Edge of the Grid, or the Ranger Stage, which is Virtual Sniper. So we finally have another secret, like in the actual Ranger stages, because the last one was a mythic, or not a mythic. Well, yeah, it was a mythic because it was Hemo. If we go here to unit index, gonna just put that down. So there is 1, 2, 3 normal ones, and then there's this one. Wait, that doesn't, I feel like that doesn't make sense here. I'm gonna claim all here. Because that's Kirito. That's Heathcliff. That has to be the sniper. So these 2 are Kirito, unless, because sniper is always yeah. Maybe the sniper just looks different. I don't know. Regardless, we do have, of course, the other stuff, which is the dungeon, which if you take a look at dungeons, yeah, I'm not sure what these like chests are, but there you go. Then if we also take a look at Rift Storm, gives Rift tokens, which has this has Flame Captain, which you guys don't remember. Flame Captain was actually the reason why, or like one of the characters I didn't get from the last update. So yeah, let's go ahead and start clearing out the virtual sword stuff. And then we will, we'll come back when we have all the Ranger stages and stuff done. Alright, that didn't take too long. We have, we have Virtual Sniper now. I'm still confused on how I'm supposed to get Kirito, because again, Kirito isn't in like the summoning, but he's also not in like the Ranger stages. He's also not in, like, I don't see him in like the new Rift Storm, which eventually we will do Rift Storm, just because I do want to get Flame Captain. But from what I can tell, there is a, so if we go to the actual update itself on my thing here on my Discord, I gotta find it real quick. It takes a second with the icon changing repeatedly. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we're gonna test out the new dungeon mode, because I'm guessing that's how you get Kirito, is through the dungeon mode. So it says choose difficulty, choose debuffs, and then clear rewards, right? But anyway, I also want to show off, so apparently they changed Aizen? So Aizen has the first time an enemy enters the unit's range, deal 5 times damage and apply 15 slow with enemies in range. When this unit would die, if there's another friendly non-boss unit, reflect lethal damage onto that unit. This unit instead survives with 1 HP. If no valid unit exists, Soul King dies. Ultimate. Welcome to the Soul. Oh, they gave him an ultimate. 1 time per battle, cooldown 300 seconds, buff all allies with 100% damage minus 25 SPA for 60 seconds while active. All of Soul King's attacks and abilities hit oh my lord, hit every enemy in the map. Okay, I think I'm gonna take off Crimson Owl and we're gonna put on Aizen real quick. I just want to test out. Yeah, because I did see in the actual notes themselves that he did get a change. So anyway, next we're gonna check out dungeons real quick. So yeah, let's go into that. Okay, so how dungeons supposedly work, and this is what I'm guessing just based off what I've seen. Just got into my eye. Ow. So we go over here and we click dungeon and it says, oh, do your difficulty, right? It tells you how much, and then you can, let's see, nuke what, reflect 5% damage, units with over 10 speed. That just literally messes with speed, right? All ultimate abilities are disabled every time it reduces the damage. Yeah, I'm just gonna literally, I'm not using any. Like, you could use... Oh, that's lovely. There's just a bug that, like, yeah, you can't even... Okay then. Anyway, yeah, there's milestones for reaching or getting certain rewards, including a stat booster, and then at the end more stat boosters. Apparently there's some sort of capsule somewhere, and I was actually looking for it, saying that there's apparently a capsule somewhere that has rewards. Because there's new units, yeah, new game mode rifts. Oh, the locked capsule unit, that's... Okay, I was wondering what it meant by locked capsule unit. Because I was kind of perplexed, so to speak. Is that only from rifts? I hope not. I could have sworn I saw it on the Ranger stage too. Or maybe I'm just insane. Also, what are these crystal lights for? I don't know. Let's go to the upgrade zone. So I don't think the secret evolves at all. Yeah. However, we haven't looked at what the secret does, so if we scroll down a little bit, and we should find her somewhere in this. Oh, it's right here. So this is... So if you guys don't know who she is, I can't remember her actual name, but she's from when they go to Gun Gale Online. She's like very... Like, she's a sniper from Gun Gale Online, and she works with Kirito to take out the person who's going around massacring people. So Hawkeye deals 1% of damage per stud distance between her and the target. Automatically switches weapons based on proximity. 51 to 100 range sniper rifle, which has 100% crit chance and 75% ability power. Wow. And piercing the heavens active. Hold up. They're trying to pull me in somewhere, that's why I kind of stopped. Swap to the sniper rifle minus 50 SPA and all Shinon's attacks pierce, hitting every enemy in a line AoE. So my question is, and this is what I want to know. So her range is probably going to be what you want to focus on. So like you're going to want like the goggles here. So you're going to want her to do range. However, I'm not sure how her whole thing is going to work really. Because it seems cool, but like I don't know in practice how well it's going to work. Anyway, regardless, I'm not sure also how the dungeon works. So it says dungeons, earn chests. What do chests do? That's like my you know what? I'm just gonna play. I put it on normal mode because I don't know how it's gonna go. There's literally one pathway, it seems. Anyway. Yeah, they're getting blitzed. Like, although I think, never mind. I guess my units are getting blitzed currently. I think one of the funny things about this game, or about Anime Rangers X, is the fact that like they have some characters that are purely just one gimmick. Like Ichigo here has one of the most hilarious gimmicks where he reflects 100% of the damage back on the person that hits him, meaning very much that we're like when you're sitting here playing something like this, when he when they throw a big attack at him, he just throws it back at him, which is kind of hilarious. Okay, so we do have, I believe, yeah, we do have the ability to do the ghostly sacrifice. I don't think anyone is quite up to speed yet with certain things, but that's fine. We do a decent amount of damage currently. Like the best amount of damage. If I really wanted to do the best amount of damage, I'd probably focus on upgrading both Dio and the Soul King. But yeah, if you hit Ghostly Sacrifice. Actually, that makes me wonder. Because it said certain modifiers are like on. I think it just told me that it was disabled. But anyway, let's see what these chests do, because I'm curious because they don't really say anything. So yeah, let's see. Are they just, yeah, they're literally just items. What do they give? Apparently they give a bunch of stuff. Okay, so one silver chest. What does this give? Toast, stat keys, trade route. Okay, so the dungeons are gonna be what you want to do for farming like trait rerolls. Because from a silver one, I got 11 trait rerolls from a silver one. 25? Bruh. And it gives a metric ton of gems. Okay, I still don't know what these are for. They're like, hold up, let me go to the upgrade zone. So of course there's like the soul craft, which we do have a soul, I just haven't done anything with it. But is it just making the, okay, so it's just making gear. Honestly, the crit damage, to be honest, yeah, the crit damage, these three, I'd 100% just put on like Shinon. and then just try to get some sort of like range boost. I just realized I have like no trade on a bunch of people. I really love to. How many trade rerolls? We only have 57. Okay, I'd really love to get Sovereign on my Dio here, but yeah. Anyway, so it sounds like the only way to get Kirito, just based on what I've seen, is going to be the new Rift mechanic. Also, I do have Asuna here as like one of the mythics here. However, trying to get her out of the mythics sometimes is a pain. I did finally get her though. Let's see. So we go areas, we go upgrade. I just want to check if she even has an Evo, because if not, that means we have quite a few characters that came in, but there's no Evo for them. Huh. So there's 2 characters, right, that I need to watch out for the other one to rotate into the summons, which is Heathcliff, who is the like immortal. He's literally like the main plot point of the original series. Is that like, well, at first you think he's just a captain who kind of has a really bad attitude problem, but he more or less shifts to becoming like the main problem like midway through the season. Anyway, so Asuna has the passive, the Blessing. Whenever this unit falls below 30 HP or dies, grant all allies plus 10 damage and make their next ability deal 2 times damage. If Virtual Swordsman is on the field, he also gains plus 30% damage and recovers 15% of his current HP. Duration cooldown cannot stack while active. Direct switch. Once nearby ally lands 3 basic attacks on the same enemy, swap positions with that ally. Immediately apply this unit's ability damage to that target and suffer plus 15% incoming damage from holy units. The swapped ally gains plus 15% damage plus 25% speed, and if this ally is Virtual Swordsman, he instead gains 25% crit chance along with those buffs. Holy! So honestly, you're literally just wanting to get Kirito and then run both of them as like a DPS chain. Anyway, yeah, let's try out the Rift real quick before we wrap up, I suppose. So it's a one. So locked unit capsule requires 13,500. Holy moly, that's not like, bruh. I suppose. Is this gonna like be a boss battle, or is it gonna be the same thing as the like boss rush mode? Which, by the way, we are in the hyperbolic time chamber, it seems like. I like the design of this. This seems like it's going to be exactly the like same. Also, by the way, the background, this place looks absolutely stunning in terms of like the way it looks. But it feels like this is just going to be the same shtick as the last thing. Yeah, because what's going to happen is now we have 2 paths. Oh, wow. Okay, that's quite a bit harder than the last one. Let's try just running these 2. Wow, yeah, no. That's actually quite a bit harder than the last one. So I'm guessing like the amount of tokens you get is just based off of how long you survive, I suppose. Well, either way, they still all have to come down like the same area, I suppose. But yeah. Wow, that's royally like messed up balance wise. So apparently we're also getting a new ranger apparently next week. Yeah, I'm gonna be super real here. I don't think I like the Rift Storm. I'm guessing it's supposed to be multiple people, but again, why are we forcing people to have multiple people? I just don't understand the whole you have to have buddies to do this type mentality. I don't know if there's another way to actually get the capsule. I'm guessing not, just based on what I've seen. Like, I don't think it's in the virtual sword area at all. I don't think it's in the ranger stages either. So yeah, my opinion is currently that we really just keep putting stuff behind walls that seem like you need multiple people. And I don't know how I feel. Anyway, with that being said, if you guys did enjoy the video, as always, hit the like button, comment down below. What do you guys think of this update? I think most of it's alright. I think the part that I don't understand is probably the Rift game mode, to be honest. I just think it's kind of like there to be like, hey, you still need multiple people to play this. So yeah, but anyway, yeah, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications so then you guys never miss a video. And as always, I hope you guys have a good day, stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.